Hey guys, just gonna give a quick update about just from yesterday. So I've made the rest of the pack. I just want to show kind of how the pack will look and where the BMS will sit. So these are 4 cells right here. So this is 4S. Kind of 14.4 volts. 3.6 times 4. Yeah, like 14.4 volts. So I have 4 of these to make a 60-volt battery, or technically a 58.6 whatever battery, or 58.8 whatever. Um, so everything came together, just like how I showed you before. I just basically bolted the 2 tabs together. This is main negative here. So negative. This is main negative, and then this is main positive. So they're all taped up right now at the moment. Um, and I just finished doing a pretty bad job soldering this connection. Um, so let me just, so this should be cool by now. So let me just kind of unplug this. I just made this quick jig right here just to help me solder stuff, hold it together, hold the wires while I solder the wires together with some clamps. Alright. Those clamps are pretty tight too, so probably shouldn't have done that. Anyway, so this is how it's gonna work. Um, so the main posts are on this side. Um, main negative is up here. So actually, so let me so how am I gonna do this? Okay, so this is pretty much how it's gonna go. So the BMS is gonna sit here. The BMS. So this is battery negative right there. So this will go here. And the way I'm going to do this is on the tab, I'm going to punch 3 holes into the tab, and this wire should be able actually to fit through the holes that are punched here. So I'll punch 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, and I'll strip the wire down to probably like right there, and I'll interweave it like that. And then at the last hole, I'm going to have, where is it? Basically this washer, this oversized washer, and it's just gonna basically clamp down at the end of that, at the end of this wire, this bare wire that I'm gonna strip, and that's gonna hold it into place, and also provide a flush connection to the main post terminal. And the rest of this, I'm going to, obviously I'm going to pull it tighter, make sure the connection. I might put another bolt like right here where the wire is, just to make sure it's connected. And then after that, I'll wrap it up in electrical tape and insulate it as well. And the same thing for the main positive here. I'm gonna strip this back again. And actually, this I found out there's no. I actually need to solder something at the very end so that I can be able to push it through without it coming apart. So I need to put a little bit of solder at the very end, because right now if I strip it, it's just gonna be like a giant fantail like this. So I'm gonna put that. So same thing. So it'll be on this side like that. It'll just interweave through 3 of them and get locked down by 1 of them at the very end. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. And after that, I'll hook up all the balance wires. I'm gonna do this as, like, once I get this down, I'm gonna do this all live, or not live, like as a recording, so that you can actually see me doing it. This is actually, well, I haven't done it yet, but it's actually pretty simple to do, I think. I think a lot of people, especially me before, had just, well, this is a pretty simple battery. It's a 4S battery. They're big modules. I don't need to parallel any of the small cells, or 18650 cells, or 2700 whatever cells, or 32 whatever 650 cells. I don't have to do any of that. It's just this is just the cells. There's only 4 cells, so they're big as hell, which is what I like. But so that's that. Yeah, so that's that. Tomorrow I'll do that. I'm just gonna watch a couple more videos about hooking up the BMS to make sure I'm 100% certain what to do. But I'm kind of fairly certain. like this. So this is main negative, battery negative right there. Black negative, so that's the main balance right there. First cell positive, right, is the first red wire. This will go here. Second cell positive, the second wire. This will go right there. Third cell positive, that will go on that one right there. And then finally the just the positive wire will go on the main positive post at the very end. And that should be it. And the way I'm doing it, I don't want to unwrap this, but you can think about a bolt like this, So I'm just going to strip a little bit of this wire here, and just be able to wrap that wire around this bolt, and just tighten down the nut so that's flush on there. So not only is it wrapped, it's also tightened against the bolt too. And all of this will be taped up so the bolt doesn't come loose or anything like that. So yeah, so that's the plan. Gonna do a little bit more research on it. So before I do this, let me put a little bit of solder at the very end right there, just to keep that together. Let me put the soldering iron back in before I forget. And also the way the battery, so these battery came fully enclosed with these battery holders. They're actually quite useful, I believe. I feel. So the way I'm gonna do it is, I'm gonna use this as, especially these just like these holes right here, just like one like 1/2 inch holes. So I'm gonna put the battery in there like that, and then top, it's gonna line up like that. Obviously I'll make sure it doesn't cut into anything like that. The only one problem is I think I need to put this on before I put the BMS on. So I might not be able to put the BMS on, this onto the BMS, because the BMS will be blocking it. Or oh, I see. Sorry. What I'm gonna do is I'll take the BMS won't be attached to the battery. It'll just be like this, and then I'll tape this. After I put this on there, I'll tape this around there. Yeah, that's the way I'll do it. And so then what these bolt holes will be able to do is, I can put a bolt through here, all 4 of these, and probably put like a piece of wood or plastic, and I can use that to attach it to here, right? So I can use that, I can use like either like some type of, yeah, I could actually attach it directly on there. I just need a clamp or a piece of metal to wrap around there and just attach it onto there, and that's it. Put a little bit, put some foam here or something like that. And also what I can do is, like, once I put the small piece of wood across, I can actually put wood here too, right across here, so that it doesn't, protects the battery from this side. And also I can paint that piece of wood. And obviously, the way I want to paint this is to have a blue and orange scheme, so that's like a Ford Mustang look to it. Yeah, so that's how the battery's probably gonna look. BMS will be on outside like this. Yeah, so it's just like that. So then this is one of the 4, and then I have one on top of that, and then two other on top of that. And this would give us, that will give us enough room, especially there with the pigtails there, to connect them all in series, and we should be good. So that's the update. Tomorrow I'll work on connecting the BMS. Oops, cracked the phone. Hopefully just the plastic screen. But anyway, so that's how it's gonna work. So talk to you later.